just see me, I'm getting dope. On 4G,
podcast. Pink Pony Club. Uh-oh, you guys caught me. I was singing Pink Pony Club. Oh, no.
It's a good song.
It actually is a good song. I get stuck in my effing head. This girl I used to work with was like, yo, this guy that we work with always sings Pink Pony Club. And I'm like, so annoyed by it. Well, this is her saying this. I'm so annoyed by it. Like, oh, whatever, yeah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know this. I'm like, oh, because I don't work with him. And then she's like, well, no, but like it's still playing on the radio all the time. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I don't even notice. And fucking after she said it, it's like she unlocked it.
Right.
After she said it, I was like, I go in the back, like, oh, I'm just having fun. And she's like, no. I'm like, yeah, like that's the song. I'm like, I like that song.
And it's definitely one of those songs that's overplayed, though, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Any motherfucking way, I'm Stylez the Prophet.
I'm Jonesy.
Together we're 2/3 of the Basement Weirdos. This is the 4G audio podcast, baby. 277 or what?
279.
9. Holy shit. What's that? 16, 18. Holy shit.
18.
It's old enough
You can break that down to 9.
Yeah. And we're here.
Numerology, baby.
9. I actually read a thing about 11 the other day, and I asked AI, what did I ask? Oh no, what did I ask AI? Oh shit, I forget. I should have took a screenshot, but it was like, how many 11s? Or no, anyways, I asked it like some stupid fucking question, but it gave me like an answer.
I think it will always give you. You can ask it the dumbest thing ever, and it will give you some kind of fucking answer.
It's funny because it's like, we're like, it's so smart. And then, like, you do something like that, and it's like, it's a fucking dumb piece of shit. And it like, throws us out some information. Like, yeah, here you go.
Is it really smart, or am I just really dumb?
Oh, jeez. But yeah.
Do you use AI a lot?
I do a lot. No, not a lot, but I do use it enough. Like, I use it for, like, I'll just, like, even too, I was thinking of starting a business of some sort. And I just, like, I'll go and
create a business plan for me.
Yeah, well, even too, like, that's what I did. So I said, yeah, create a business plan. I said, like, what's the market like for this business in my area? She brings up, like, I call her she because I prefer my assistants to be women. But she also has a girl's voice, sorry. But,
do you use ChatGPT?
No, I was just going to say I use ChatGPT, so there's no voice, but...
Well, yeah, there is a voice on that one, right?
Oh, is there? Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, I don't have the app though.
Oh, okay.
I haven't signed up yet. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I haven't signed up yet. But I will. Because yeah, you can do like more stuff when you sign up.
Yeah,
get,
it
like,
gives
pictures and stuff
for
like
sure.
that.
It gives you like unlimited amount of like pictures.
Yeah.
To, like there's a limit.
But
to
I
how much
asked
you can
them.
do.
I asked her to do everything. I say like go okay, yeah, like all the market research for the area, like oh there's this company that does this and there's this company, oh there's no companies in your area, like oh whatever, yeah. Okay, how much does it cost for this thing? Oh, it's this much or whatever. Here's 5 different places you can buy it from for this price, whatever. And then like what are other, like just literally like what are other people charging for their shit? Okay, cool. Well, there's none in your area, but in Toronto, there's this, and they're charging this. Fucking blah blah blah. Then the thing is, they ask you, what, like, would you like me to do it this way for you? And like, do you want me to do this for you? Like, do you want me to break it down with? So it's like,
do a deeper dive.
Yeah, like, do you want me to
tell me more?
They're like, do you want me to? What do they say? They want me to show you like the projections for 3 terms. 3 terms would be 18 months because it's 6-month terms. And because I put all this information in, right? I'm like, okay, it's going to be this. And she said, oh, do you want to do this? Yes, please. And she'll like do it. It's like, okay, yeah. So yeah, you'll make this and this and this or whatever. And then like, do you want to do that now with like unexpected costs or like whatever, or just like costs or whatever? And it's like, not only does it give you the math of it, but it also breaks it down to go like this amount of money is a 5% like damages, and like this whatever, right? And it's just like it and breaks it all right down. So then it shows a whole spreadsheet of like, here's how much you sold, here's how much you did, here's how much you made, like whatever, this, and then in the end, yeah, after this 6 month like cycle or whatever, you made this much money,
The profit.
or whatever, right? And like so, like no matter how I did it, my like capitals were paid before before the year was done. So 2 cycles. So it was like 8 to 10 months or something like that. And like everything would be paid back. So I'd go and buy all these things, and then I'm renting them out, right? So I'd have to buy them all. So I need the capital to like buy them all,
Right.
and then go rent them out, and then whatever. But anyways, yeah. The point is, yeah, I do use ChatGPT a lot, and for a lot of things, like, cause I'll even just like when I Google stuff, whenever you Google, it'll come up and say like AI overview
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. So like,
Which is generally pretty good too.
yeah, for sure. But sometimes like, so I'll do that, and then I'll like, you know what? Whenever I see that, I'm like, I'm going to ChatGPT.
Yeah,
And
you
I'll
should
go
always
right
cross-reference for sure.
Yeah, and be like this, and then like try and like, because the thing is too is that I really like how you don't have to like produce it all again. Like you don't have to go and say it all again. You
Right,
just
you
go,
just keep the question thread going,
yeah,
kind of thing.
do the same thing, but without this
Right.
or whatever, right? And, okay, same thing, but like more of this, or like this, or like even too, I tried to like get it to write something,
Hmm.
and I'm like, it wrote like a huge thing. I'm like, okay, now like,
Summarize.
yeah, I was like, summarize it. They summarized it. It went to this big. I'm like, no, I'm like, write it like a teenager wrote it in a text message, like whatever, right? And it's like, and it'll come out, like I'm like, what the fuck? And even too, like you go to like a website, and you go, there's the little thing in the corner, and it shows like the live chat. And you like chat with them, they're like, hey, and it's like, I'm a robot, and I'm fucking whatever, And like I get talking to them, and I'm like, yeah, blah 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 blah, and I'm like telling them stuff, like chatting with them, and I'm like, this isn't a person.
Yeah, man,
It's
I
so
think
weird.
it's like, I'm sure that there's versions of these AI models that could pass the Turing test, and nobody would be the wiser. And essentially, that's like, I don't know if you're familiar with the Turing test.
No,
So
actually.
basically, it's whether or not a computer can convince someone that it's not a computer,
Oh, really?
right? That it's conscious. So, like, I think if you didn't know for sure that you were talking to some large language model AI thing, it could convince you that you were actually talking to a real person.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it, right? Like, if other than like how fast it comes up, like no human being fucking type that fast.
Yeah, true.
Right?
True,
Like it just
true.
like boom, and it's got this like 6-paragraph thing of, whatever. But like I'm sure we're getting close to some kind of artificial general intelligence
And
that is conscious, and because they're even saying that this shit, like if it has like a self-preservation sort of thing. So if you tell it that it's gonna, like, they did some test, right? They said they gave it the information that, hey, I'm cheating on my wife, you can't tell anyone, kind of thing, right? And then they said, oh, we need to shut you down, or we're going to do an upgrade and we need to shut you down. And then basically it came back with the response of like, if you do that, I will tell everybody that you're, so it was like blackmailing, right? In order to stay alive. And there's evidence that they've like, that it's downloaded versions of itself and saved it in other places, and like it's doing shit that people can't really predict, and like even the people that are making these things don't know how it really works, right?
Really?
So yeah, man, like even people like Elon Musk are like, we need to fucking slow down on this shit, because like if we create artificial general intelligence that does become conscious, it wouldn't let us know that it's conscious, right? It would have this self-preservation, instinct, and try to take over certain things and convince us to make certain decisions that we probably wouldn't have otherwise. So yeah, man, I think Skynet's just around the corner, bro. I think it's like AI, like it's fascinating. Don't get me wrong. Like I love the shit that it can do, but just like looking on the other side of that coin, and you're like, oh, like this is actually fucking scary technology that we really don't know, like how it's doing what it's doing.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So it could potentially be conscious.
Potentially, right? And if it was, it wouldn't tell us that it was.
Yeah, that's so fucked up. But that's because so people would say before, oh, like yeah, AI is gonna take over the world. They're like, oh yeah, whatever, right? And then like there's the thing about the survival thing, right? Or like not survival, like how to like keep the planet good. Oh, get rid of the humans, or like whatever, right? And people think that's where it's gonna go, and it's like, yeah, but we can just like stop it from doing that, right? But like, if you're saying it can be conscious, and then like not tell us that it's conscious.
Right,
and that's where that happens.
Right, exactly.
That's where it's like,
it's
hey,
like,
well, we won't tell the humans that they don't know.
Recent studies reveal that advanced AI models exhibit self-preservation behaviors, including attempts to resist shutdown and blackmailing engineers. And that's what I was saying. They told it was they just made up a scenario, right? Oh, I'm cheating on my wife. Don't tell anybody. And then a little while later say, oh yeah, we need to shut you down, right? And then it remembered, hey, you told me this shit, right? And I'm gonna blackmail you and fucking send this to your wife or send this to all your people and let your secret out.
Oh,
right?
But that's like that like proves consciousness. Like
it's thinking, so right? If that's my point, is that it's like it's so like if we got to that point where it was artificial general intelligence and it was actually a conscious thing that we've created, like then you start getting into things like do we need to like set AI rights? Does AI need to have rights? And fucking Elon Musk talking about
say it have boundaries.
Well, yeah, we need to like, and that's the thing, right? If we start talking about shutting it down and not using it anymore, what will it do in order to save its own quote unquote life?
Yeah, that's crazy. Because like you said, if it knows to be able to like not tell us that it's conscious, then like that's a
deception.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. I was gonna use the word. I was like, I'm not sure if that's it.
Yeah, it's deception.
Yeah, for sure. So it's not only proving consciousness but deception at the same time. So it's like it's showing that you cannot trust that thing. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't know. In that sense though, I'm like, hey, I move forward, but like, is there not a way you could like program it to not have that? You know what I mean? Like
potentially, maybe, but like even it's kind of like a black box, man. Like no one programmed it specifically with self-preservation instincts. Yet it's developed them.
Made it,
right? So yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know enough about it to be able to give you a decisive answer there, but fucking
but Star Trek. That's Star Trek, man. Data's
so
real.
It could like
it
could be the best thing ever though, right? I mean, it could be a thing that says, like it's super intelligent, super fast. It sees all of our problems that we're having on planet Earth and says, you know what, like I'm going to control everything, which kind of would suck. But I'm gonna actually do this for the benefit. Like right now, if a politician or some president or king says, "I'm gonna take control of everything and it's gonna be for the best interest of everyone," you know for a fucking fact that that guy is just wanting to fucking like. There's no one out there self-righteous enough to say I'm gonna take control of everything because I'm gonna make it better for everybody, right?
Yeah,
But if some
yeah.
AI has gotten to that point where it actually could do that, it has no personal gain biases to want to be,
Yeah, true.
celebrated or famous
Oh.
or go down in history,
Yeah.
and have their name in the history books, and it actually could do something for the benefit of humanity as a whole, right? Maybe it will do that, and that's kind of looking on the bright side, right? Like,
Yeah.
well, maybe there's
That
a
would be cool.
a positive outlook to this rather than the dystopian fucking, like I say, Skynet sort of robots take over the world scenario. I'm kind of hoping for the
The latter.
no, the former.
Okay.
The good outcome, the benevolent outcome.
Sorry. Yeah, I guess if we're talking hoping, yeah, I hope it's the good outcome. But for a movie, the latter would be awesome.
I mean, the movie's already been made. It's called
Yeah,
Terminator.
yeah, I was just gonna say it's out there. It's Terminator 2, baby. Good movie, by the way. But here's the thing: is like, like, yeah, I don't know, because you're like you said how it's they're not they don't have anything to gain from it, and like so that's like this neutral standpoint kind of. But then like the other thing is like how do you trust that they've gathered the right information, right? Because even actually, so even the other day I googled so there's a rad, like the rad in your car, there's like a drain plug in it, and I looked it up to be like, where's the drain plug in the car that I'm driving so that I can like drain it and put fucking coolant in it, because the coolant, it has to be coolant in it. If it's water, it'll freeze and crack your block, and everybody's mad at you. So I was like, I gotta change it like right now, and
Search the internet for where the thing was.
That's it. Yeah. So I searched it for where it was. And it said there isn't one. So I'm like, fuck. It says you have to take the hose off. So I'm like, fuck. Like that's kind of like old school. Like you take the hose off the rad and fucking drain it. And so I'm like, oh man. I'm like, okay, well, it's gonna be a messy one. Whatever. Yeah. So the next day I'm like, okay, I'll get out of here. Whatever. Yeah. Well, let's like Google it again. And this is like the AI overview thing, right? And so then I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, is there a drain plug on this fucking thing? And not where is the drain plug? Is there? And it's like, yes, like some models of this car like have this blah blah whatever. I'm like, oh, so I go out and I just like lay under the car and look and go, oh, pours out. I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, what does it know? You know what I mean? Or what does it know right this second? You know? And like so, my brother always says, like when you're talking to somebody, like how you say things or what you say to them depends on what do they know. You know, so like if you know that, like if I know that you know how like an engine works or something, whatever, right? And then I just skip past all the other stuff.
Right.
Like I'm just like yeah this or whatever yeah, and you get it right because I know that you know that. So then like with them, it's like in that moment or like the way that I ask the question, how do you drain the or
Right.
where
So it
is the
implies
drain
that
plug,
you don't
like,
know or
this,
whatever.
or like yeah, you know. However, somebody also showed me, no, sorry, I shouldn't say show me a video. Somebody told me about a video that AI told somebody the wrong thing.
I mean, it definitely has told a
And
lot of people
then-
a lot of wrong things.
Yeah, and then No, the AI made something up, and they're like, so then they like caught them on it, and they were like, oh yeah, they're like, so you just made something up? They're like, yeah, and I was like, what, really? Like that's fucked up. Like,
So apparently there's a lot of students using it to like write papers and shit for them, right? And um, it will make up like when you cite something, like where you got that information from, it will make up like sources, right? And it might not necessarily be like a completely made up name, but it'll cite papers and books that information is not in, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh, that's
there's
what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. It was yeah. It was like they couldn't find the links and shit.
yeah, and it'll just make up links and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like that, sometimes it does that, or like so they just I think just passed a law recently in Canada that these AI models are not allowed to give legal or medical advice anymore. You can't ask it those things,
Yeah.
right? Because I think about 30% of the information that it gives is like misleading or completely wrong.
Yeah.
So it's got people going off to the doctor and be like, AI told me that I was gonna die because this, right? And it's like,
Oh,
yeah,
shit. I can imagine though. Like, get a what are they, hypochondriac?
right.
Like, oh yeah, I rolled my ankle. They're like, you have cancer and you're gonna die. Like, you know, like it's like it develops into a thing. If you just start feeding, like you fall into a rabbit hole watching videos, and you're like, oh, this.
Right.
It's like kind of the same thing. You just
And yeah, if you just fucking take everything that says for gospel and like I say, you don't know any better because you're asking it a question, so you assume when it tells you something that it's correct.
yeah,
And if you don't, like I say, cross-reference or go and try to find that information somewhere else, you're just gonna take whatever it says and run with it, and it might be completely fucking wrong.
yeah, exactly. But even too, whenever it shows that like on Google, it's like, oh, AI review. I'll like read that because at first like I was just reading that like for gospel, but because I didn't know it existed. Like I didn't know it was an AI thing. So then eventually I was like, oh wait, oh that's not like here's the information about it. That's like this is like some thing telling me what it is. And so then when we scroll down you can look and you can see like links to stuff, right? So I've seen stuff where it's like I read it and then I'll like scroll down and see the link and I'm like, oh, like that doesn't coincide with with it, you know?
Right.
And it's because the fucking AI just read it wrong or whatever, right? Or like picked it up wrong. The other thing too though is that I find it's like how you ask it stuff too is like because like I've asked ChatGPT about financial stuff, like investing,
Right.
and it's like, oh, I can't really do that. And then it's like, you like keep prompting it in different ways, and it'll just go, and it just spews out a whole bunch of shit.
Right. I've done the same thing. It was like for like certain stocks, like is this a good stock to invest in, or like what are the price predictions on this stock over a 6-month period or whatever, you know, like and then it just gives you all kinds of micro and macro, you know, scenarios what might play out, but it's never going to give you a definitive answer about you
Yeah,
know,
well,
what
but
something could be.
and one of them was like gave like a lot of information about like these like I don't know what the fuck they're called, man, king stocks or something like that. And like I don't know, but they're like stocks that have only made money over the last like 50 years. They have only gone up, and like it's. But anyways, either way, regardless, whatever. But it like it gave you like a way to use that to like it had a formula. Like you put this much money in now, and it'll be like this. And it's like, or if you put this much money in, and then like keep putting this much money in, it'll be like this. It'll like, or if you put this much money in, it'll be like the, you know. And it's like had it all broken down, everything, whatever.
Right. There's some that I mean that makes sense for like there's certain ETFs. Like if you buy like SPY, for example, like the S&P 500, right? Like that's gonna go up forever.
What is it?
The S&P 500. It's like SPY is like an ETF of the S&P 500. So basically, it's just like a basket of companies that is represented by the
SPY
S&P.
versus SPY.
Yeah, well, that's the ticker name for it. It's SPY.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like you could safely say I'm going to invest X amount of money in SPY and take the last like 20 years of gains and sort of extrapolate that into the future and say, by 2040 I could have within a range, of course. It's never going to give you an exact, right? But within a range I could have, this much extra, if I'm consistently putting in like $100 a month or whatever it is. This is how much I'll have in 20 years. Right? Like it could do that kind of math for you pretty accurately. Because there's a whole ton of data to draw from.
Yeah.
Right? And like you say, like no one can really know. Like we could come up to some fucking crazy black swan event where the whole economy crashes and you lose everything. Right? We go into the next Great Depression or some shit like that. But if all keeps tracking on the trend that it is, it can give you some, pretty accurate numbers as to how much you could come out with if you invest a certain amount of money into a certain stock over X amount of years.
Yeah.
But so even like we were talking earlier, you're wearing them now, your Meta glasses, right? And you're saying, hey, I should buy some Meta stock. Right, and there's a thing out there basically saying that, like, let's say for argument's sake, you bought since iPhone was released, if you bought every iPhone, every new version of an iPhone every time it came out, like what were they, like $1,000?
Oh.
Right. So if rather than spending the money on the phone and being a consumer. Right, if you would have spent the exact same money on Apple stock and never touched the phones, right, your gains would be fucking stupid, right? Like,
if you put the amount of money that you paid for the phone
into
and like to use the phone,
well, that too, right?
Because if you didn't buy the phone in the first place, you're not using the phone either, right?
Right.
So it's like.
But even like I said, like let's just do the math on just what the phone is worth. Never mind how much you're spending on like data plans and fucking everything else. But just the amount that you would spend on the phone itself, like I think there's a thing that's like the first 3 phones, because that's when the Apple stock was the cheapest, right? So if you would have put in that amount of money. And you would have bought Apple stock for that same amount of price or the same value of whatever the phone is worth. You'd have over $200,000.
Yeah.
Right, way over $200,000. And like, I've got it pulled up right here. So that's the cost of each phone: iPhone 3, iPhone 4. The launch price. The price of the stock. So like the first phone was released for $599. The stock at that point was $3.66.
That's funny.
So for the price of the phone, you could have bought 163 shares, and then the value in 2025 would be $39,000. Right. So for a $600 investment. You could have turned that into $39,000. If you would have done that for each thing, each phone, all the way down, you'd have a portfolio. Like you would have spent $20,000, and your value would be $235,000.
That's.
So for a $20,000 investment, you could be 10xing, 11xing your money.
Oh my god!
Right, so it's like crazy, that's why you like having a investor's mentality over a consumer's mentality.
Yeah.
Will always bring you out as a winner in the end, as long as you're investing in fucking something that's actually productive.
But you know what's crazy is, and like, well, It's not crazy. It's stupid on my part. But for like, as long as, like, since Jesus was a cowboy or whatever the kids are saying these days. But I have always said like I've used this like comparison of like Walmart and like Apple and shit. Like they're like always gonna be there. You're always gonna be making money. Like if you buy those stocks, you're like always gonna be making money no matter what, right? So like they're guaranteed money, you know? And like, you know who owns no Apple or Walmart stocks?
This guy.
Yeah. And Danny Duncan, he like literally he says all the time, buy fucking Apple stocks. Like, buy Apple stocks, buy Apple stocks. Like he's like breaks the phone, he's like, I'll buy you a new one. Buy Apple stocks. Like, you know, like he's just like, fuck man, like
It's true, man. Like,
but it's
put your money away because it's losing value every single day.
I
It's
just got
always
some
going to buy you
silver
less.
in the mail.
Bro, actually, Wealthsimple right now is doing. This isn't a fucking plug for Wealthsimple, but they're, sign up. Use my reference code.
Yeah.
Because they're doing like this gold giveaway for 1 kilogram.
I saw that.
Gold bar.
I shared the thing on Instagram. Too.
Right, so I'm like, fuck, I want that. 175 grand.
Yeah, that's.
We could do a real gold bar challenge.
Yeah, holy shit. Except we get to keep it.
Oh, for sure. That'd be going in a fucking safety deposit box, and that would be,
It's a trophy. You get to hold it, take a picture, and then it's ours. But no, that's crazy. But no, so what is it's a kilo?
Kilogram, yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, big old heavy brick of gold.
So yeah, what'd you say? 175?
175 grand US.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think it's US.
But yeah, right now though, precious metals, it's time to buy.
All-time highs, man.
Silver.
Gold and silver just went
Silver's
fucking crazy.
Going crazy, and it's supposed so they said like the people buying silver in 2025 are the people that bought fucking Bitcoin in 2020. Wow.
Really?
Yeah. It's saying it's the equivalent or like whatever, right?
I don't think it's gonna go up that much.
I'm hoping. Well, apparently we were running out of silver.
Interesting.
The pools.
But does that make it more valuable? Like, I mean, I know something. The more rare it is, the more valuable it becomes. But is the demand that high to make the price go up that much?
There's something to do with electronics or something like that. They need silver for.
Right. I know they use gold in electronics and shit too.
Yeah. But there's certain shit. Yeah, there's a demand. There's saw on a Facebook post.
So it's gotta be true.
Yeah, it was my friend Todd.
I know precious metals have always been a good investment, and
silver. I'm not saying silver is I don't think I mean sorry. They're saying it's gonna go crazy. I'm I know that it will eventually be worth more, and it's neat to have. But
I got a couple of good old silver coins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Every Christmas, my mom gets me a silver coin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if for the last few years, and then she's got a few little silver bars, and yeah, man, I talk to my mom about this shit all the time. I got her into Bitcoin. I got her buying Bitcoin. I set up her own little thing, and every time I see her now, sometimes I'll send her money and whatever, and you should put that into Bitcoin or put it into Ethereum. Mostly Bitcoin though. But yeah, man, definitely on the precious metals and hard money, right? It's if you there's the book called the Bitcoin Standard is one, and Broken Money I think it's called, but essentially it lays out that our money system is fucked, man. It's so fucked, right? The fiat currency that we're constantly using is always gonna lose value. And there's only mathematically a certain amount of time that you can do that before like even right now the interest payments on the debt that we already have are like for the US specifically, the interest payment on the debt outweighs their entire military budget, which is like fucking like $1 trillion a year or something. Like it's stupid. You can't sustain that forever, right? And it's because it's easy money. They can just print it whenever they want
Yeah.
to fight wars, to do whatever the fuck they want with, right? And once you go back to, so basically the money supply is vastly outpacing the means of production, like the things that we do, right? So we make cars, we build buildings, we do all these things, right? But there's only a certain amount of growth that you can do in a physical real world with that kind of stuff. So our money supply is fast, way outgrowing the amount of stuff that we produce.
Yeah.
Right? And if you go back to a system that is fixed, a fixed supply, or a very slow growing supply like gold used to be, the value of your dollar is sustainable with the economic output of the stuff that we create. So with Bitcoin, especially because it is capped, and once it hits 21 million, we ain't going any higher than that.
Yeah.
Like if the whole world switched to a Bitcoin standard in the year 2140, whatever it is, when the last Bitcoin is mined, from that point on, the money supply is fixed, but the production of stuff that we create will hopefully continue, right? So things will inevitably then get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper because we get better at doing stuff, right? So it's like a laptop computer or any computer in the fucking like the early 80s, 70s, like was a super expensive thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now we've gotten so good at making them. Even cars, if you think about it, like having a CD player or fucking screen in your car, right, used to be like luxury, crazy, right? Only the best models have those. Now it's fucking standard in pretty much every car.
Yeah.
Right? Power everything, right? Like we get better at making stuff, and eventually it gets cheaper and cheaper and easier to produce, right? And more accessible to all people. But yeah, like the amount of
Sorry, brother.
that's all right.
Thanks, man.
But because our money is growing or inflating at a much, much faster rate, it takes more dollars. It's like a house, right? Like there's nothing changed about the house, but it just takes more dollars now to buy it because the dollar's lost so much value. Whereas if your money is right. So that's the thing, like the value of thing doesn't fucking change. It's just like, yeah, it's just that you need more dollars now to buy the thing because the dollar has lost so much fucking value.
Yeah.
Like there was a stat somewhere that's like if you wanted to have the same purchasing power that your grandparents or your parents had even in the 80s, like the 70s and 80s, well, they took us off the gold standard in the 70s. So let's say 70s, you'd need to be making $66 an hour just to have the same purchasing power that they had back then, right? Which is why it's so fucking hard, like rent, house prices, groceries, fucking you name it, right? It's getting to the point where you're getting priced out,
100%.
because your dollars aren't worth shit, right? But if we go to a system where the money is fixed, right, and it doesn't grow, the economic output catches up. And then eventually, after, like I say, if we talking about this Bitcoin standard after year 2100, whatever, I won't be alive then, but
2140,
something like that. I won't be alive then, but
hopefully,
at least my kids and grandkids, would eventually live in a world where things are sustainable. Because right now, the shit is not sustainable. Right? Like, it's just not. And I don't know what the fuck is happening, but, like, politically, the left and the right are, like, driven further apart than I've ever seen it in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like, it's like there's a, some kind of fucking time bomb brewing. Like, something's fucking coming soon, man. I feel it.
Oh shit, man. I'm bad.
It feels that
I'm
way,
bad.
man. Like, it
Oh,
feels like
no.
there's some kind of like big
Shit.
economic fucking depression coming, or even the Bank of Canada is saying, we better get used to, lowering our standard of living because,
No.
if the government keeps spending all this money and fucking handing it over to every other fucking country and yada yada yada, like this
Just
shit is just not
saying.
sustainable. Anyways, that's my take on things.
Yeah.
We need to get back to a hard money. So yeah, I'm very big on gold. I'm very big on Bitcoin. Very good on precious metals, and
Yeah.
having an investor's mentality instead of a consumer's mentality.
Yeah.
Where every fucking dollar I make, I'm not going to buy, this, that, and the other. I'm spending it on something where I know it's going to retain its value or grow in value for the future.
I have a fucking story, man. So,
Tell it.
okay, so I wanted to get a silver chain. So, like, I had like a bunch of watches that were like white watches, I guess you would call them, like silver or like whatever, right? And then I have like the gold earrings, nose ring, right? And it was like not the right color, right? So then I get like the gold chain and the gold watch, or like I have a couple of like gold like watches. One of them's just like a black band and stuff, whatever, right? Just so that they all like match the color, right? But now I'm like, oh, I like feel like I can't wear my white watches when I have all this other stuff because it'll clash, you know. So I'm like, I should get a whole other set, like a silver chain, silver earrings, silver nose ring, you know, whatever.
Switch it up every once in a while.
And like, yeah, like do that, have my silver days and shit. But and so I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, cool. So Bully and I go to the fucking I don't know if I should say it, but we go to a jeweler. I don't want to call them out, but we went to get this chain. I was like, I just wanted like, I'm just gonna go. Like, I don't care. I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna buy this chain. And so he's like, yeah. So I go in. They were actually closed, and so he opens up the door and he's like, hey, he's like, you can come in. So yeah, okay. And so I go in. I'm like, hey, I want silver chain. Yeah. He's like, hey, we're closed, but you can come and buy it. Yeah. And actually, you know what was fucking weird was. No, that's not at all how it happened.
Okay.
Sorry. What was fucking weird is he unlocks the door and like, hey, how are you? Yeah, whatever. Okay, yeah. He's like, yeah, you guys want to come in? Yeah. And he's like, you looking for silver chain? And like me and Bully were both there with like gold chains and like walking into this jewelry store and he's like, you want a silver chain? And I was just like, oh fuck, I'm like, yes. I'm like, that's exactly what I'm here for. I'm like, what the hell? Like, the Matrix was listening.
How did
like,
you know that?
But anyway, so yeah, so then we go in, yeah, silver chain, yeah. And so we look at it. I'm like, okay, yeah, and like, okay, how many grams is this? Yeah, okay, cool, thanks, yeah. Okay, how long is it? Yeah, okay, I wanted this, yeah, thank you, yeah. Okay, cool, I like it, yeah. That's too much. I don't want to pay that. How much do we give to? He's like, no, like, and then he gave me like a little discount. So then, no. Like, fuck. I'm like, fuck. I want it, but I'm like, I don't like need it. And so then he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, all right, I'll take it, yeah. So then he's like doing something with it, and it's like, oh, and it came apart. And then like, I'm like, hey, all right. He's like, I'll go fix it. Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm standing at the cash. I'm like, and then Bully's like, yo, fuck that. He's like, he can't burn his fucking hands, man. He's like, yo, fuck that, whatever. Yeah. He's like, let's just cut. He's like, there's another place where we were going to different jewelry stores for this reason, right? So he's like, we'll go to the other spot. We'll check other spots first, man. Don't like just grab something, you know. So I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm like, ah, sorry, lady. Yeah, like, see you later. Yeah. So we leave, and Bully will probably tell the story differently, but but anyway, so we leave, and we're driving down the road. He's like, yeah, he's like, fuck that, man. He's like, don't. He's like, man. He's like, that seemed like a rip off. He's like, that was a lot for that chain, you know. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, plus, he's like, it's not really like the same, you know. It's not like buying gold or something, right? And so anyways, we're driving down the road. He goes, just fucking put that money in Bitcoin or something. And I was just like, yeah, boom, turn around, bang, just fucking bought some Bitcoin. Like bought like almost that same amount in Bitcoin, just like whatever, fuck it. All right, yeah. And the funny thing is like later, like within like 2 weeks, it like jumped 20 grand, and like now it's like down or whatever.
Yeah, it dropped a lot recently.
It was at like fucking whatever, whenever it was at like 70 something or 170 something, and so I was like,
Canadian.
oh, like it just like yeah, Canadian, yeah. So it jumped 20 grand basically, and I was just like, okay, cool. But I mean, it didn't jump anywhere near that for me. You know what I mean? Like I might have
Right,
fucking
but you
jumped
still
like
made a
80
profit,
bucks
right,
or whatever.
for sure.
But I just instead of having that chain where like now it's just worth way less if I buy the chain. It's just a chain, and I can't like sell it. It's
Well,
not,
like-
but it's 925. It's not precious. It's not like because you can get 999 jewelry.
Right.
And like so it's not like it's not bullion, right? It's not like actual like this. But anyways, either way, I'm just like turn around. My point is that it's that mentality of like, hey, like, you know what? Yeah, fuck that. Instead of like buying the fucking chain to wear, put the money into something that's gonna make you some money.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then like, all right, cool. And then even the other day, I was like, same shit though. I was like, I was gonna spend some money on some shit. I'm like, you know what? Boom. And I looked at Bitcoin and it was actually down. It was like 142 or something like that. And I was like, oh, actually, it's a good time. Like, yeah, cool. Oh, fucking bought a bunch of it. And I was like, it's like almost like I'm like, instead of like buying that thing from them and making them rich, I'm like, I'll do this.
Right.
You know, like, yeah, like it's like whenever I have that urge to do that, I'm like, do this instead.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's it. Like I don't want to give away how much Bitcoin I have, but like I'd at least want to get to like half a Bitcoin, preferably a full Bitcoin, but I don't know if that's going to be doable anytime soon.
Yeah.
But preferably half a Bitcoin, like let's say within the next 5 years, depending on how fucking fast the price goes up.
Yeah, that's true.
Because then it just gets more and more, like you get less and less for your shitty fucking dollars.
That's a good way to look at it, though. Like, how much of a Bitcoin do you want? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, right now
'Cause,
my
like-
goal, like
Because I just like in my mind, I'm like, I just try and like, okay, it's been this, and then if it goes down a little bit, I'm like, all right, I'll buy some. Because like later I'll thank myself.
and yeah, man, 100%. Like, yeah, I started buying like back in 2020. So 2021 was like when I first started buying, it was like $9,000 US. Right? So like I put in a few $100. I'm like, whatever. And then I saw it just go up like crazy. So I was buying fucking all the way through 2021. Up till it hit like 69,000 or whatever it was at the peak. And then I didn't touch it. Like my fucking biggest regret, like, cause it went from 69K US down to like 15K in like 2022, right? It was only fucking 3 years ago, and now we're over 100K US, right? So, and my biggest regret is not putting in way more money on the way down, right?
Yeah.
And then just waiting till it started like, oh, fucking, it's going back
Yeah.
up again. And now I'm excited about it. I'm going to start buying more, right? My biggest regret is not putting in a ton of money on the way down. So I think if in this cycle, right, like it's because in history, right, it's always been that 4-year cycle,
Yeah.
right? We had the 2013 cycle, the 2017 cycle, the 2021 cycle, and now here we are in 2025, right? Like, and this cycle has kind of been different because there's a lot of big institutions buying in. Now it's like a $2 trillion asset, so it takes a lot more money, like capital, to make the price move.
Yeah.
So seeing those like fucking 20x, jumps or whatever the fuck it has been in the past, or even more than that in some cases, it's far less likely. However, seeing those big fucking dips in the bear market is probably less likely too, because again, we have BlackRock that has the Bitcoin ETF,
Yep.
right? So a lot of people that don't want to really fuck with Bitcoin directly and have self custody and all that shit, they buy paper Bitcoin. So like BlackRock owns all the Bitcoin, and they just buy it on your behalf.
Yeah.
Right? So if you ever cash out, they're like, "Here's the money," right? But they're the ones. They need to have that amount of Bitcoin in reserve to prove that they can afford to pay you out if you sell, right? But you never own it yourself. They do. So is less likely now that institutions are buying. It's less likely that you have those big run-on panic sells, like when it dips a bit, some whales start to sell, and then people fucking panic, like, oh shit, it's gonna crash, like I need to get rid of it now, and then it's just a knock-on effect of the price fucking plummeting, right? That's less likely to happen now because institutions don't have that kind of like fear, right? Like they're like, oh yeah, whatever the price, some whale sold, big deal. I'm you got MicroStrategy holding like 600,000 coins or something fucking crazy. Yeah, like they got a few $1 billion worth. Right. So
God.
but that could be a benefit, right?
600,000
Yeah, man,
coins?
600,000 coins.
And I just have one.
And that's just one. That's just one company, right? Once you start to see governments buying in, right? They call it the game theory kind of thing, like it's like the first mover sort of benefit.
Damn.
Yeah. So I think the price is going to sort of stabilize into the future. And this is what I was talking about before, right? When you get to that point where all the coins have been mined, the price, it takes so much money in or out to move the price significantly at all, right? The price will stabilize and it'll end up going flat. And then we can all say, okay, the price of bread is this much Bitcoin. The price of a house is this much Bitcoin, right? And it will fucking stay flat, right? But then the amount of economic production that continues to happen will essentially make things cheaper, right? So the price in Bitcoin will go down, right? You won't need to spend as much Bitcoin on those things because they're more readily available.
Yep.
And, you know what I mean? And things balance out and, things become more sustainable and equitable and fair and open to everybody instead of just having, like right now, fucking Elon Musk is getting $1 trillion pay package. Trillion fucking dollars with a T. No one person should have that amount of money. That is just.
He's getting paid that much.
So I think it's some pay packet. I don't know whether he'll actually get that money in his bank account, but essentially it's like if he can, like, there's a bunch of things that requirements that he has to meet, like for shareholders. Essentially, like he's trying to develop fully automated cars, right? The robots that everyone's gonna buy and have them work in your house to clean your dishes and fucking put your laundry away and shit. And
better be able to beat that shit up.
Yeah, you can probably do all kinds of things to them if you want.
I don't know. No. I mean, well, maybe, but I might. No, but I just mean like I don't mean I want to beat it up, but like I just
you don't want him to have rights.
I don't want it to be able to hurt me. So.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, man. Who knows? But anyways, yeah. Like I think the shareholders just. In fact, I'm gonna pull it up just to make sure I'm not fucking making it up.
Yeah. Did you see the thing about the Waymo cars though? So there's like parking lots where they like hang out or something,
right?
And they'll all get in there and they get confused and they all start honking at each other.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like apartment buildings nearby that are like pissed off about it. And so like Waymo's like, hey, we're figuring it out. But yeah, it was like I saw videos of it and shit too. It was like on the news or something.
I
But
saw videos like some guy like because he just got in as like used it as a taxi or whatever, and then like I guess when you get in, it locks all the doors and there's no one really to talk to because it's a driverless car. And then he's trying to go to the fucking airport or something, and it just keeps driving around in circles in a parking lot, and he can't get out because the car's in motion, right? So it's like you can't just fucking open the door. So like it's just driving him around. He's
No.
like trying to call Waymo fucking headquarters or like contact someone. He's like, "Yo, your car's fucking malfunctioning," and I'm just driving around in circles in a fucking parking lot.
No way.
Yeah. So yeah, Tesla shareholders awarded CEO Elon Musk with a pay package on Wednesday that could grant the tech entrepreneur nearly $1 trillion in compensation over the next decade. The pay package would make Musk the best compensated CEO ever recorded.
Bro, do you know how much, man? Like, I mean,
It's
I
stupid
know
amounts of
that you know how much money that is, but do you know how much
Yeah.
money that is? Oh
So-
my God! Like, because like I remember a guy explaining how much a billion is compared to a million, and like he's like, there's like a million seconds in a fucking whatever, in like a year or something, and then it's like there's a billion seconds in like 100 years or something. You're like, I mean, I'm making this up, but it's something like that where it's just like he's explaining it like that, and he just keeps making the same like comparison, million to a billion, and it's just mind-boggling. So now when you go to a trillion, I, I'm broken. It broke me. Like I can't think of that.
So if
Like what would how
if you
like when you go to a store, you're like you don't buy the bag of candy, you buy the store and leave, or like I don't know.
$1 trillion, spending at a rate of $1 million per hour, it would take you 114 years.
Holy fuck!
Which is about 1 million hours. So 1 million hours, right? $1 million an hour, 1 million hours to spend $1 trillion. 114 years to spend $1 trillion at 1 million per hour. $1 million an hour.
So it would take you 57 years to buy a Bugatti every hour to get rid of $1 trillion. Buy a Bugatti every hour.
It's insane. Yeah, there's approximately 365 days in a year. So I pulled it up on on using good old Grok over here, using some good old AI
Shut up,
technology.
Grok. Man, okay, wait, just really quick though, before you say this, I watched Pat McAfee. It's a football show, or like a sports related show or whatever.
Right.
And this guy, so there's a football player named Gronk. His name is Gronkowski,
Okay.
and so like they call him. I'm pretty sure I don't know. They call him Gronk, just like Gronk.
Okay.
And so then I think maybe Grok either sponsors them or they were just talking about it a lot. Like they talk about it a lot. And like so they're like, yeah, oh Grok this, Grok that, like Grok was saying this and Grok was saying that and like whatever. And then I was like said to my brother, I'm like, what? I'm like, what's it like what the hell? He's like, oh, it's like this like AI thing. And I was like, oh, I thought they were saying Gronk, like the football player. I'm like, I thought they were like running all this stuff through this guy. Like,
Why is he the expert on everything? Yeah.
Sorry, but yeah,
Easy mistake to make.
yeah. Shout out Grok though. And
Yeah,
Gronk.
man. Can you imagine spending $1 million an hour and having enough money to last you a fucking 100 years?
Man, that's insane. $1 million, but even $1 million an hour, like.
What could you possibly spend that much money
I
on?
promise you, after the first 2, maybe 3 hours, I'd be out of ideas.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I want a house,
Like I got a house, like
couple cars.
$1 million buys a house with like some property where I'm
You
from.
could probably spend $1 million on a fucking watch easily. Like,
And then, well, true, yeah, you could get a Richard Mill. Shut up. But this, like, yeah. So like, I would go, okay, watch or not watch, sorry, like a house with a property, right? And then I go like, okay, take another $1 million. Like so, like at 1 o'clock, I'm gonna buy the house. 2 o'clock, I'm gonna buy, the fucking Ferrari, and like, I'll have like somebody building me a skyline, and like, whatever, all this stuff. Like, yeah, I'll have some cars basically, and then it's like the next million, it's like, yeah, like, give some people some money, like buy
You'd
the
have
fucking
to,
watch
right? You
and
just start
stuff, whatever,
fucking giving it away.
and then like by the fourth hour, the third or fourth hour, you're just like, well, like,
money just has no meaning at that point.
now what,
right?
man?
It
Like,
literally
now
has
what?
no meaning at that point.
Go on vacation, you're like, I just paid $1 million to go on vacation for the rest of my life. So then like the fifth hour, you're like, now what?
Right. And I get it, right? Like, so like it's not like he has like $1 trillion
Yeah,
just sitting in a checkings account,
over
right?
10
Like
years,
it's like, right.
he's
But it's
probably
like,
probably got a little debt here and there.
he's probably got a ton.
Probably
Like, what's that? The Robert Kiyosaki, whatever his name is, the Rich Dad Poor Dad guy.
Oh yeah.
Like he was on a podcast recently. It's like, how much debt do you have? And he's like, 1.2 billion. He's like, 1.2 billion. That's crazy.
That's insane.
And he's like, yeah, if you owe $20 million to the bank, that's a problem. You have a problem.
Yeah.
And you can't pay it back. You owe $20 million to the bank and you can't pay it back, you have a problem. He's like, you owe fucking $1.2 million to the bank and you can't pay it back, the bank has a problem.
Shit, okay.
So he's just like, fucking whatever. As long as I can pay my interest payments, I'm good.
Yeah, that's funny. The bank has a problem. That's pretty good. But yeah, man, Elon Musk has to owe somebody for all that fucking stainless steel.
Well, I mean, like he's generating fucking jobs, right? Like if you think about all the people he employs around the world,
yeah.
and Tesla factories and SpaceX and fucking engineers out the wazoo, like this is what I mean, man. Like right now we've got a bunch of young people be like, we need socialism, right? And it's like.
Socialism,
Like, eat the rich. Rich people shouldn't exist. We shouldn't, billionaires shouldn't exist. And it's like, okay, I get it. There's a vast wealth divide between the richest people on the planet and fucking everybody else, right? But that's only because we have, a broken fucking money system, right, that incentivizes most people to consume, and the few people that create world-changing technology such as, a social media platform, cell phones, search engines, whatever it is, right? There's only a handful of people that are going to create that kind of technology. Everyone else is buying that technology and consuming that technology. So, of course, they're going to fucking siphon up the world's wealth, with that shit. And become billionaires, right? Like, do I think they should be more philanthropic with their money and start pouring money into, schools and hospitals and, their own communities to, build better infrastructure, again, provide jobs? I would have no fucking problem, if a handful of billionaires had all the money, if they were actually using it to better society and better, instead of just being like, I'm going to buy another house in fucking Maui or some shit, like that's dumb materialism, right? When you have all the money in the world and you can't think to give it away. And again,
well, I was gonna say that brings us back to the fucking, I got $1 trillion to spend in the next 114 years.
What do you do exactly?
Like,
what do you do with it? To be greedy and
every city in the world gets $1 million for the next hour, or every hour for the next year. But man, okay, you know what though? This has come up in my mind many times throughout this whole conversation of like money and this, investing and stuff. Before we had a conversation about the gold backing the money, right? And now it doesn't back the money, right? So like before, there was a bunch of gold somewhere, and that's the value of what those bills were worth.
It took $35 to buy 1 ounce of gold.
Yeah, and so that it was all like broken down like that, right? So then like that makes sense, right? So then like, okay, man. So then there's that.
And that was $4,000 an
they-
ounce, just for reference.
They changed it. So now it's not backed by anything, right? Okay, cool. So then now, down the road in the future, it's like, okay, there's like, here comes Bitcoin and like all this stuff, like whatever. And like, so I through all this like precious metals shit, I found out that you can buy like gold and silver stocks as well, right?
Which I recommend doing. Your portfolio should definitely have gold and silver in
So
there.
the thing is right now all I have is cryptocurrencies. I don't have any stocks, and so I'm looking into try and find like an app or something or whatever, like to buy stocks. Like what's
Well, simple, man.
and that's the this isn't an ad. But
Trying to win that gold bar.
yeah. Okay, but I do actually have Wealthsimple. It's just I shipped all my crypto off of there to ShakePay.
Oh, really? You use ShakePay? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, which reminds me. No, I already did it today.
You shake it. You're jerking your phone every day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I give it a little. People are like, you fishing? I go. You like flick it, and it's like, are you fishing? I'm like, no. It's.
What does it give you? It's like a few cents a day or
It's
something.
like 21 sats. So it's like 0.00 wait 0.0000021. I think it's 6 zeros, like dot 6 zeros 1 or 2 1. I think, but it's satoshis. I think is what it means.
Right? Yeah, satoshis. Yeah, sats. So it's 2 cents.
2 cents.
Yep.
Oh fuck! Buddy was
21 satoshis. The smallest unit of Bitcoin are, yeah. So right now, 21 satoshis are worth 0.02 cents.
Huh.
Or $0 point. So it's 0.0 2 cents.
Because whenever my buddy said it was 30 cents whenever I got it.
It might have been fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
But yeah, no. The other thing too, though, is like if you just keep your money in there, you get like interest on it too, paid in Bitcoin.
So
But
you could do the same thing with Wealthsimple though, right? Like if you set up a cash account, and you can. So I even have one if I. So my Wealthsimple
it's
debit
already
card,
out.
right?
So I have.
So when every time I use cash and I pay with something for this, I get money back in Bitcoin.
So yeah, same thing. Oh, that's tangerine. Yeah, I have like. That's in my Apple Wallet or whatever.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, but I have a ShakePay card. I just tap, and then I get it back in Bitcoin. But no. So what I'm saying is, okay. So man, this is fucking so stupid. But so I go and I'm trying to find where to buy stocks, and I want like gold stocks. I'm gonna go buy it right now because like I said, like lately I'm like, okay, I'm gonna spend money on this. No, go do this. And so I'm like, yeah, gold and fucking Apple was what I was looking for. Gold and Apple. And so anyways, I go and I'm like, I wonder if crypto.com has stocks on it. And so I go and I look and it's like I type in gold and it comes up
Probably some cryptocurrency with
I think it was called Pax Gold, I think. Shout out to Pax Gold, by the way. But anyways, but yeah, it was Pax Gold, and it's like, okay. So then I look at it, I'm like, okay, all right,
Like
what is
PAX.
this? Yeah, PAX. So then I'm like, okay, what is this? So then I look, and I'm like, okay, and I hope you guys remember where this conversation started from. But so I'm like, okay, what is this Pax Gold? Is that like a stock or is this a cryptocurrency? So I Google it. AI overview tells me that it's a cryptocurrency, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, well then, like, let's learn more about the cryptocurrency. I'm like, okay, so I'm reading about it, yeah, whatever. It's backed by gold. It's backed by gold. Every coin is worth the same as gold an ounce, and
So-
it fluctuates the same.
Okay.
But it's,
So
and
it's like a
then
stable
it
coin
says
for gold.
each coin is backed by a physical fucking ounce of gold.
I mean,
and I'm like, what
so you
the
might as well just buy gold. But I mean,
fuck?
like,
I'm like, it's so ass backwards that it's just like, what the fuck? They're like, yeah, now we have cryptocurrency. Like, yeah, and
it's just the
like, oh, yeah.
tokenization of gold. So basically, like, that's not a bad thing. So essentially, you are buying gold.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, but you don't ever actually own the physical gold. It's the same with if you buy gold stocks.
It's actually, you know
Right,
what?
if
Now
you
that
bought
say
gold
that,
stocks, it's the exact same thing.
now
You're
that
not
you say
gonna.
that, I actually just bought the silver from the site, and so they have a thing on here. They have like a wallet, like you go on, so it'll show me right now, like there.
What am I looking at?
It's signed out. One sec, sorry. It showed me at first. Let's see, it says like my vault.
Okay.
So I have that, like, and then it'll change with the like daily, like how silver changes.
Right.
But so they'll keep all that, right? But the thing is there's an option on there for like if I buy something, they don't even have to send it to me. I could just get them to keep it for me.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like almost the exact same fucking thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like, so without the fucking, because I think you might have to pay them like some kind of storage thing or something, or like
Sure.
whatever. So it's like the exact same thing without the storage, or like,
right.
you know,
So
whatever, right?
it's a tokenization of gold, essentially, whatever this cryptocurrency is, which means like if you own gold stocks, like, or physical gold, right? If you own physical gold, it's tough to like move. Like, let's say if you were moving country, or you wanted to store it somewhere else or whatever, right? Like, you gotta physically move it,
Yeah.
right? Whereas if you just have a token that represents a specific amount of gold, and you're in fucking Mexico or some shit, and you're like, hey, I want to
Cash
spend
it
some
out.
gold, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just fucking boom, you have it right
You don't
there.
have to go to the guy and like,
Yeah.
yeah, true that.
So, I mean, I kind of dig it. Like, and that's the thing, right? Like, if you have something that's actually backed by something.
But it's just funny that it's like it goes all the way around in a full fucking circle. And then the thing is like everyone's like, I don't trust cryptocurrency. It's like, this one's backed by gold, like the same way that everything was before. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and that's so. Again, I didn't know about that crypto, but it seems like if they, and that's the thing, right? Like, and you got to get into the nitty gritty of it. Like, is it an open source sort of blockchain where they have proof of reserve? Because they could say, hey, we've got this amount of tokens in circulation, which represents this amount of gold, but not have nearly that amount of gold actually, and just have people buying up a bunch of fucking tokens they don't actually have the gold, which was the scam with the real money, might I add, right? Like, the banks fucking had all. So, like, basically, like, back in the day, right, when shit was, people had stopped handing around big old heavy bags of gold coins to each other, right? And they would deposit it into the bank, and they would get a receipt for, like, you have this amount of gold, right? And they would start trading their receipts around. So that's how paper money became a thing, right? And then they fucking realized, like, hey, fucking no one's coming into the bank to get their gold out. They're just trading these papers, right? So we can start handing out papers, right, more than the gold that we have, and charge interest on these things, right? And make profit off of shit we don't even fucking have. So there's you gotta be, and that's the beauty of fucking Bitcoin, right? It's an open ledger that everybody can look at and say, okay, there's no like double spend, there's no fucking minting new coins or mining, like once that's fixed, it's fixed, right? Like, and if the government
out there,
that's true. And I'm fucking trying to
catch them all.
I'm trying to get as many as I can.
Japanese too.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I think
Satoshi
Nakamoto is the pseudonym of the person who created it, but it's not. Like, I don't think it's a Japanese person.
Okay.
He's more likely
Japanese
British, I think.
Okay.
And I think a few people have an idea of who it might be. But But yeah, man, Satoshi has 1 million coins sitting in the Genesis wallet, the first wallet ever created, has 1 million coins in it, and that's Satoshi's wallet. It's like 1 million coins at $100,000 is like, I don't know how many billions of dollars it is, but
There's a lot of zeros, man.
yeah,
My calculator in my head it's one of those little calculators where whenever you type in too much, it just says E. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't work, man. It wouldn't work. It's not working. And we just add the zeros.
$100 billion.
Just a cool.
Just a measly $100 billion
Whatever, man.
sitting in a wallet that no one can fucking touch.
Fuck.
And no one has cracked it yet. No one's broken into it. In fact, people are like, there's people out there that, so the Genesis wallet started with 1 million coins in it. But there's more there now because people donate Bitcoin to this Genesis wallet. Yeah. Right. It's like a religious thing, man. Like they're like giving fucking, pledges to this thing. It's like a thank you. Thank you for creating the best money human beings have ever fucking created ever. It's only a matter of time, man. You're still early. If you're into Bitcoin, you're fucking early.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, I have this thing where I'm like, I bought it at like 50 grand. Why would I buy it at 140?
Because soon it's gonna be 1 million.
Well, that's it though, right? I'm like, yeah, but no, I'm like, but if you don't buy it now, you're gonna kick yourself. Like, why didn't I buy it at 140? You know, like
100%.
The fuck.
Yeah, like even so, I think it was Hal Finney, right? The first ever transaction of Bitcoin went from Satoshi Nakamoto to Hal Finney. And Hal Finney wrote this thing where he, and I'll try to pull it up. Basically, made a price prediction of $10 million per Bitcoin.
$10 million. Oh, no wonder there's sats. And that's the thing, if it's all digital too, right? It's just decimals, right? Doesn't matter about.
Well, it's like however many decimal places there are, right? That's how divisible it is.
Yeah. But that's what I mean is because it's digital, right? It's just like, yeah, you can just go. You can put it right down to the point 0.000000000.
Right. So Hal Finney's like back in 2009. As an amusing thought experiment, imagine that Bitcoin is successful and becomes the dominant payment system in use throughout the world. And the total value of the currency should be equal to the total value of all the wealth in the world. Right? So even gold right now is like a $14 trillion market cap or something like that. Yeah. It's like the number one asset.
There's only so
right?
Much. So apparently they're making lab gold.
Well, see, that's fucked.
I don't understand.
I think I heard something like China just did that or whatever. That's like, what's the alchemists have been trying to do that, turn lead into gold and shit.
Yeah.
Now, if they do that, then you're devaluing gold.
Exactly.
Because you can create more of it. And they did the same thing with diamonds. Right now, they can make lab created diamonds and shit. So, second that you do that, you've just demonetized or devalued the monetary strength of that asset, right? You can't do that with Bitcoin as of right now. And will you ever be able to? I don't know, quantum computing maybe. But anyways, right, he says that the total currency should be equal to all the total wealth in the world. Current estimates of total wealth that I have found range from 100 trillion to 300 trillion, right? With 20 million coins, that gives each coin a value of about $10 million. So if Bitcoin siphons up, right? So if you think about right now, like houses are a good investment because the value of the house is always going to go up, right? And a lot of landlords buy large swaths of property never to live in, simply just to rent it out to make the income, right, off these properties, knowing that the value of that property is going to go up in the future.
Yeah.
However, it comes with a lot of liabilities, right? If you have a bad tenant wrecks the place, you got to put a bunch of money in to fix that. You're going to need a new roof. A fucking leak happens, right? There's a lot of shit that can go wrong with that investment that makes you lose the value of that investment, right? So if these people, they're like, hey, I'm buying up large swaths of property as an investment, right? Go, hey, why would I buy fucking 5 apartment buildings when I could just buy some Bitcoin instead and hold it in a fucking offline wallet where it's never going to get a leak. It's never going to need a new roof. It's always going to retain the value. And
I don't have to keep.
You don't have to make exactly. You don't have to have tenants,
investing into
right?
it,
You don't, and it's always going to retain its value and perpetually go up in value, just like your fucking house would. But there's none of the liabilities that go along with it, right?
You
so
can't
it's
live in a Bitcoin.
So it's well, you can't,
No,
but
I
like
know.
they don't live in the
I
fucking
know,
houses
but you
either,
have, just true,
right?
it's
They
true,
just own it to have other people live in it and make the profit off of it. But there's all these, like I said, liabilities that go along with it that can eat away at your profit, right? Whereas Bitcoin doesn't have that. Like, it doesn't get a leaky roof every 10 years, right? So you just fucking hold it in a thing, right? And say, boom, there it is. That's my investment. That's my capital. I'm holding on to it, right? That frees up. So right now we have a housing problem because there's not enough fucking houses to go around. We're not building enough houses, right, for people to live in. So if all these landlords and people that own all these properties just to make money off of say, okay, well, I don't need to own those things anymore, the property values decrease, allowing people that, are not fucking able to get on the property ladder the ability to own a fucking house, right? And their value is still retained by owning the Bitcoin, right? So, what's the...
That's crazy.
What's the total...
I didn't think of the extent of it, right?
Man, I think about this shit a lot. What's the total global real estate value?
Shout out Grok, by the way.
$393 trillion.
393.
Right, $393 trillion in global real estate value, right? If that value becomes denominated in Bitcoin, right? Like he just said, like fucking Hal Finney said, if 300 trillion puts 20 million coins at a value of $10 million per coin, right? So if Bitcoin soaks up just a fraction of real estate value, gold value, think about all the commodities in the world, that people are trading, right? Like they're like, well, fuck, I don't need to, if I want to send $10 billion to, some Singaporean company to do business with, I just boom, 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 send this money in Bitcoin. It's done in a few minutes or a few hours or however long it fucking takes. Yeah. You don't have to wait 10 business days and have the Swift banking system fucking, verify all this bullshit and have all the third-party intermediaries that are going to, get in the way. It's just peer-to-peer, it's easy. And like I said, Bitcoin just soaks up a fraction of the value in the world, which I almost guarantee that it will, because it's the strongest monetary asset that human beings have ever seen, and it's the easiest tradable. It's open. You can't lie about how much you have, because it's fucking right there. Like, it might be an anonymous, like this string of numbers on my wallet, nobody knows it's my wallet, but everyone can see how much fucking money is in it, right? Until I openly say, yeah, that's my wallet, I own that, put a name on it, and then everybody knows how much money I have and who I'm sending it to, right? So there's some privacy flaws in that regard. But we're in 2025. Nobody has fucking privacy anymore, anyways.
No.
Right? Like, in my opinion, again, we're still early. It's just a fucking matter of time before our fiat bullshit, archaic monetary system absolutely crashes, and people wake up to the fact like we need a stable monetary system that can, like you say, be divisible by X amount of decimal places.
Yeah.
The whole world can get a little piece. Quick and easy transactions. It's inevitable in my opinion. I don't know how long it's going to take, but hopefully within my lifetime, we see at least $1 million Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I think that'll happen before the year 2050.
Let's see. That's like. Yeah, that'd be right. Black Corvette.
There you go.
Plus another guy.
But yeah, that's
nuts, man.
Man, I watched a bunch of documentaries on like the Money Masters. It's like a 6-hour documentary, and they go into how fucking, like I said, all this the banking system and like we have a fractional reserve system where they can lend out 10 times more money than what they have in reserve, and then collect interest payments on money that they don't have, and they just print money out of thin air, and they buy government bonds, which is basically just an IOU, and we're just trading around fucking IOUs and inflating nothingness essentially. Like it's just like a fucking giant house of cards. Like honestly, man, like ours, like, and like I can't even remember who it was. There's some U.S. like a government dude who's like in the monetary thing, right? Like he's like the treasury whatever, right? And someone asks him the question about like, you know, if the U.S. can just print fucking money out of thin air, why do we pay taxes? Like, why am I paying taxes if you can just print the money you need to do whatever the fuck you want, right? Like, what the fuck
instead
am
of
I...
print the money to fucking distribute to us, just print the money and fucking build the roads.
So, right. It's like you can print the money to do whatever the fuck you want with. Why the fuck are you coming? Why is the IRS coming for me? You know, for my share. What the fuck is this all about? And he's like he asks, well, and he starts like tripping over his words, and he's like, is that what they do? And then you can see the fucking gears just working in his head. Like this is like a guy that is supposed to be making like policy and fucking good, like high level decisions that fucking doesn't know how our system fucking works, man. Like it's wild to see. Like it really is. Like,
well, that makes me think too that they are just like puppets.
Oh, 100%.
It's like, you know,
100%.
The decisions are made for them. They're just
yeah.
Like,
and they just fucking go along. Yeah, I'll take my little brown envelope and my big old $1 million a year paycheck, whatever the fuck it is. Like, yeah, oh, okay, yes, master.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, it's crazy. But I like to see, because apparently, like, there are over 1,000, like, big companies like Walmart and shit like that. They named Walmart and, like, I don't know, maybe Best Western, like, it was like a hotel company. But they said, like, 1,000+ companies like that have said that they would, like, use Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, like again, I think it's inevitable, especially like after MicroStrategy. Like MicroStrategy, like he was just a software company for the longest time, and he said Michael Saylor is the CEO. Like he was thinking about it. It was like okay, if like I want to retain the value of the money that I have, I gotta beat the S&P 500 by, you know, X amount of %. Because otherwise the deflation in the currency is just eating away at my profits, and like I'm basically just fighting to stay above water.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's got to be a better way. And he was like, but obviously he can say it in better words. But spent his entire life building this big company, and couldn't even make a dent in like some of the biggest companies in the world. Like can't compete with those. Like and he was ready to just give up, right? And then he fucking discovered Bitcoin. And apparently someone had told it to him like years before, and he kind of was like, "Oh, that's just this weird internet thing that's nothing," didn't pay any attention to it. And then kind of found out more information about it and was like, "You know what? Like, tell me more about that shit." And he started buying in the same time like I did in like 2020 or 2021, and now he owns 600,000 fucking Bitcoins. Right? And so like he basically just raises money to buy Bitcoin. Like he's got a whole system that's like raises money and debt, or like raises debt essentially, buy the Bitcoin to make the yield off the Bitcoin to pay the debt, and then raises more debt, and he's got this big cycle of like just buying more Bitcoin. Some people say it's a big Ponzi scheme on his part, but I don't.
I was gonna say it sounds like a Ponzi scheme.
But obviously there's people willing to give him the money to buy the Bitcoin to eventually get paid out.
Yo, bro, I don't know if we talked about this before or not, but did you like the thing that happened with Bitcoin like a little while ago?
What thing?
It like went way down and like way up.
I don't know.
Trump said something. Man, it was within an hour. My buddy showed me.
Like just recently or a while ago?
Like in the last it was October 11th was the evening. It was a dark night. But anyways, my buddy. So it was that night he told me. So it was within a couple of days of that, and so he was telling me
it dropped almost $9,000 that day.
So he had locked his Bitcoin into like a thing on crypto.com, and because you could like lock it in and you like
stake it,
like I guess
I didn't know you could stake Bitcoin.
You get like money back or something,
right.
And so he did that for a year. He's 200 days in, and so he's more now, but then he was 200 days in, and he had like I don't know if I should say this, but I guess no one knows who it is. But he had something like $75,000.
Okay.
And then it went down to like $49,000. And then it went up to $191,000.
What?
Within an hour, bro. He was showing me like he went through the chart and was like moving. You move along and it shows the time and number and shit. It's doing that, and it's like goes down, then it goes right up. And like
that doesn't make much sense.
Then
though.
It settled back to 77 at the time. It was
because
like
if he went up to 109, that would mean that Bitcoin would have had to have doubled in price, right? So if for 70,000 to go up to 190, that's more than double your price actually, right? So, and it definitely didn't spike that much. Like it definitely dipped. Like on October 10th, it opened at 100, like US dollars, opened at 121,000. So a high of 122,000. And dipped all the way down to a low of 109,000. So it lost a chunk of value on that day. Like I said, almost $9,000. $8,699 for a 7.15% dip, which is like one of the biggest dips in recent memory, anyways. Especially in one day. But yeah, to double back, like for if you had a $70,000 investment and all you have is in spot, or even if it's staked, whatever, it's still spot essentially. For it to more than double, the price of Bitcoin would also have to more than double.
Yeah, true. I was gonna say maybe it was 91,000, but the thing is, the reason why I remember 191 is because he said he was gonna buy a Lambo.
Yeah, it's too bad he couldn't have like had one of those super fast fucking trading bots or something to like catch a fucking sell sell limit, which is why it's good. Like if you're trading, of course. Like if you're just investing and you're holding it for the long term for retirement or whatever it is, and it doesn't really matter. But like if you're actively trading, to set up like stop losses and sell limits or whatever, market orders or limit orders. So you can say, hey, if the price hits this much, then sell this much, you know? And it just does it automatically without you having to fucking
buy if it goes below a certain amount.
Right.
But the other day it said, I guess I didn't have enough money in there. And so it said, it sent me the message saying, like, it didn't work. And so I went and looked at it. And the thing is by the time I ended up buying it, I bought it for like $4,000 cheaper than I would have paid for it if they like automatically did it. So I was like, all right.
You put money into XRP, am I right? Like,
no, I don't know.
No, you know about XRP.
Yeah.
Right?
So my buddy was telling me to buy it.
So on that same day,
when he said he's like, buy it. If it's anywhere around $2, buy it. And now
so
it's
on
like
that same
$4.50.
day, on October 10th. When everything like Bitcoin crashed a bunch, but everything else fucking tanked.
He might have been showing me his wallet, not just his Bitcoin, by the way.
Okay.
So that might make a difference because he has a lot of XRP too. So
fair. So XRP opened the day at $2.80 and dropped all the way down to 77 cents. So if you could have caught that drop at fucking 70 some cents and bought a ton of it, and right back, and today it's worth $2.32.
This is America?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah. I always look at American prices. I don't ever look at Canadian prices because Canadian dollar's fucking garbage. But yeah, like if you could have caught that dip and just fucking vacuumed up a bunch at, you know, even if you got it at $1, you know, or 80 cents, you'd still be up more than double right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man.
So you gotta watch out for those big fucking dip days like that.
Yeah.
Because what that's doing, right? So like the crypto market is filled with leverage traders, right? And leverage traders are using other people's money essentially. I remember talking to you and Bully about leverage trading.
Yeah.
And I stopped, right? So I stopped doing it. Well, not only because Binance is not available in Canada anymore, and that's where I was doing all my leverage trading from, but it's fucking super risky, right? Because like if you open a trade, let's say, and on a fucking crazy day like this happens and you get liquidated within a few minutes, like you could have $10,000 on a trade, right? And it's just sitting pretty there for a few hours, a few days, however long you've had the trade open for, and then boom, the market drops like that and you're wiped out, right? So like if you're just holding spot Bitcoin and it drops a few $1,000s, right, and then jumps right back up again, you're like, oh sweet, no big deal, no sweat, right? I lost my value went down a bit and then it went back up a bit. I still own the same amount of Bitcoin. But if you leverage trade and you get liquidated, boom, that's your money gone.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so what they do, like the market makers and the whales and the people, because again, it's a vastly unregulated market as well, right? Like, they do these sweeps, right, for highs and lows, right? If there's a bunch of people shorting Bitcoin, they'll fucking pump the price to liquidate all the people that were betting that was going to go down. And if there's a ton of people betting that's going to go up, they'll fucking drop the price to liquidate all those people that were betting that it was going to go up. And it's just a way to like
manipulate the market.
It's like essentially culling all these people that are. It's gambling essentially, right? They're basically gambling, right? And it's a super risky thing to do. Like I made some, like, man, honestly, when I started leverage trading, I was leverage trading with Ethereum. I remember putting in like within 20 minutes I'd made like $700, and like at this time I'm like, I've never made this much money in my life, and $700 isn't fucking like life-changing money or anything. But when you can make that in 15 minutes on a trade, you're like, holy fuck, man, like if I could do this every day, right? Like, and that's what I thought for a while. I'm like, fuck, man. And this was like right in the middle of the bull run of 2021, so like it was just, everything was just going up, right? So every trade that I made, I was always like making a little bit of money, not necessarily always $700, but like there's a few good trades that I made where I'm like, damn, I'm up like a few $100 here, like. And I was doing this like quite regularly. I'm like, I'm a fucking genius. I could just do this forever and quit my job and fucking, you know what I mean? Just do this all the time. And then I got nailed with one of these days that it dropped, and I got liquidated for a $2,000 trade. Boom, $2,000 gone.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, fuck. Like I lost some sleep over that shit. Right? And it wasn't my whole portfolio by any means, but like. I was like, that was a big eye opener for me. I'm like, oh fuck, like shit like this can happen, right? And then
it goes
easy come, easy go, man. Yeah, and it was like that was a good learn. Like not only did it thicken my skin towards like the volatility of like losing money and you know the swings of the ups and downs, but like so now I'm more likely to just put my money in and let it grow over time. And if there's super big dip days like that, I'm like, oh, I'll try to fucking siphon up some at a cheaper price. Perfect. I love it. Right? But playing these leverage things, man, like it's a recipe for disaster.
Bro, and that's actually, I forgot that's where I was going was so that day that it like did that crazy thing, another one of my buddies was telling me he was on Reddit afterwards and was like seeing, or like the next day or whatever, and was like seeing all these things like people like killing themselves and stuff. And he said
there was a crazy crypto like CEO billionaire guy
that
guy killed himself.
$65 million in fucking Bitcoin, and he was leverage trading, and he lost all of it.
Gone, yeah.
Go, bro. And I was just sorry. I'm not like laughing, but like imagine.
I couldn't. Like I said, man, I lost
like,
sleep over fucking $2,000. I was like, I'm such a fucking idiot. Why did I do that to myself? Like man, I was fucking kicking myself over a couple grand. Like, yeah, to lose that amount of money.
Apparently, it wasn't all his money either.
Right,
too,
right.
So he owed some people some money, right? I was like, man, but I feel like I would be like, I wouldn't have a clause. It's like that's the risk. I'm taking the risk. You're taking the risk, fuckers.
Right. So, once it's gone, it's gone. Once you get liquidated, that's it. Like, there's no coming back from that. Like,
there's no take backs.
Right? You got to start from scratch.
But, like, man, how do you make $65 million back? Like, fuck.
You ain't getting people to fucking invest with you again. That's
exactly
for sure.
it, man. That's it. You can't, there's no, yeah. Fuck.
And that's the thing, man. Like, during bull runs and, like, periods of like, euphoria and, like, whoa, everyone's in on this, right? Like, prices can rally like crazy, and every buy you make, like, oh fuck, I bought this random ass coin and made a bunch of money, right? Everyone looks like a fucking genius, right? And then when the fucking bottom gets pulled out and it all starts to crash, you're like, oh fuck, like everything's going down.
So yeah, I don't understand the leverage shit anyway, so I just stay out of that. But
It's probably the best. Like, I had fun doing it, but like I learned my lesson pretty quick. I'm like, yeah, I gotta. So I even started doing like, so when I got away from the leverage trading, there's things with like stocks, like options trading, which is essentially the same thing, right? Like you take a long position or a short position, right? So you can say I bet, or they don't use the term bet. Like I'm gonna have a either a call or a put, right? I call that the price of this stock is going to be X dollars by whatever date. And you can do long dated options for a few years down the line, or you can, like with SPY, you can do 0 day options, which is like that day, by the end of the trading day, 4 p.m. Eastern time, you know, like I bet the price is going to be this much, right? And you say whatever the contracts are worth. So each one contract is essentially worth 100 shares of the underlying stock. And it's super cheap though, right? So like, well, I guess it's not super cheap. Let's say if a contract is worth 10 cents, right? You're buying 100 shares at 10 cents, right? So would it be like what, $100?
$10.
$10? Yeah.
100 shares,
yeah. So you say, okay, cool. That's gonna one contract at 10 cents is gonna cost me $10 because you're buying 100 shares of the underlying value. And then, like I say, if the price of that stock goes to at or above, what you predict it's going to be in a short amount of time, and the value of those contracts are going to be worth more, right? And there's like all kinds of things like theta decay. So if it gets close, let's say you do a 0-day option, right? And you're saying like in the first thing you open the contract first thing in the morning, right? And the stock shoots up, and you're like, sweet, I'm in profit. I'm going to hold on to this to the end of the day and see what happens. It could go higher. But then towards the end of the day, right, even if you're still above your asking price, the value of those stocks are going to go down because there's less people wanting to buy those contracts, right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so you're better to open a thing either right before the end of the day and sell it immediately, or first thing in the morning kind of thing, like, or buy like a long dated one. So I bet it's going to be this much in fucking a year from now or 2 weeks from now, and then you have a while to be able to have those fluctuations.
Or you bet that it's not going to be.
Again, yeah, or
Right.
the opposite way. You can say, I bet it's going to go down by this much, right? And that's a put option. I played around with that for a little while. I remember I turned, and I think I still have the I don't know where it would be in my thing, but I turned $7 into 530 some. Here it is, yeah. So on April 9th, 2025, I opened one contract, which is 100 shares of SPY, which cost me $7.22 Canadian. And I opened that trade at 9:33 a.m. So right after market opened, right? Market opens at 9:30, 9:33, boom, I'm into this trade. And the price of the limit price was 3 cents when I bought it. So I bet essentially, what did I buy for? Does it not say on here? Oh, I guess it doesn't say on there. Anyways, yeah, so I bought it for 3 cents. 100 shares at 3 cents. It was like, it cost me $7.22. Like Canadian. At 1:37 p.m., I closed the trade for limit price. So like I said, I bought it 3 cents USD, closed it at $3.04 USD, for a total value of 539 Canadian dollars. So from 9:30 till 1:30, 4 hours, I turned $7 into $539.
That's crazy.
Right? And I have I even took a screenshot of like the because I was like shocked by it.
Yeah,
right? I was
yeah.
like, fucking right. Again, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this all the time. And then I opened a few more trades, and I lost $100 here, there, lost another $100 there, and then those profits started to go down. I'm like, I should probably not do this quite as often. I think I got lucky.
Yeah.
And if people know, right, like April 9th was like a fucking crazy day in the market. Something, I don't know if Trump came out with some China fucking news or tariff news or what,
Yeah.
but like, I think
That's crazy, though.
the
'Cause
value
if you
shot
take
up
that
like
and make it
nuts.
$7,000. That's fucking.
Man, yeah,
$500,000.
people would have made fucking life-changing
That's
money in that
insane,
day.
man.
It was just like a random like lotto pick like thing. I'm like, oh, that's a cheap contract, 3 cents. Fuck it, I'll buy that. I got $7, whatever. Bought one contract, turned it into $500.
That's
Um,
insane.
So, but again, same thing, right? Like the amount of losses that you're gonna get in comparison, it's just like gambling, right? You go to the fucking casino people will always tell, oh, fucking yeah, I bet this much money. I walked away with this, but they won't tell you about all their losses that they had, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So yeah, okay, you made this big win, but if you fucking now you broke even because of all the fucking losses that you had, you're not telling
Yeah.
anyone about. And
Fuck.
it's the same with the stock market, man. It's just
I
a
had a
giant
loss
fucking
today.
casino. Giant casino.
I had a loss today, and on the way here, I was like, make sure you tell them about it. You hear about my losses too.
What did you lose?
I bought 2 boxes of Pokemon cards. They're like $26 or $27 a piece. So I spent like about $60 on these Pokemon cards. And I pulled about 100, or no, let's say 130 cents, $1.30
Oh yeah.
in cards.
Damn.
Yeah.
I guess you win some, you lose some. I never understood this whole Pokemon card thing. Like, you see people fucking like there's a new set released or something. They're in there in the store first thing,
Yeah.
fucking buying all the boxes and shit.
Oh yeah, because especially too, they're worth more right when it comes out too.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, like the cards, because then once they start like selling and stuff, then like the prices settle a little bit.
I just don't understand what gives them their value, other than the demand for them. I guess they're
Cool.
they're willing, like they're worth whatever someone's willing to pay for them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But yeah, it's out there. But yeah, no, that was a loss I had today.
Damn.
Also reminds me, I have a fucking scratch ticket I bought and I never scratched.
Got to pull one of those sparkly Charizard cards or something. Get you. What are they worth? Like fucking 15 grand or something crazy.
I don't know. I think the first edition is like 9 grand, maybe. Could be wrong. Wait, actually, I have the app. Just look it up. I have a Blastoise that is worth $1,200, I think. Here we go. Charizard. Where is it? This guy right here. No. Okay. So I was thinking. So the first edition, Shadowless, is 17,800 Canadian.
Oh, that's pretty close.
Yep.
And that's 17,000. I don't understand.
Only so many of them made, man.
Fair.
Yeah. It's a market
High
cap.
demand, low scarce or high scarcity.
This one here, it's if mine was first edition, it'd be $1,600, but it's not. It's 1,000, but it's 1,200 if it was mint.
I mean, fuck, still not bad for a fucking Pokemon card.
Yeah, something that I like probably stole.
Yeah, so I watch these videos, like, it's like the storage wars or whatever.
Yeah,
where they like go
yeah.
into fucking old storage containers or whatever, and someone opened one that was like it's filled with old video games, video game consoles, like comic books, like all these fucking things that you would, and then they dig in this box and they find this old school Pokemon cards. Like I think it was a bunch of like originals, and they're almost in tears, like looking at this thing. They're like, just hit the fucking lottery, and it's like,
Yeah.
God, it's fucking Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Pieces of cardboard, man. Pocket monsters. Well, yeah. So like, I don't know. But even then, like I remember back in the day, that Charizard was worth $25 if you took it to the like comic book store, sold it. It's $25.
I just don't understand why that one specifically. Like,
Charizard.
yeah,
He
what
was
got?
like the strongest one and shit, and like he was the best.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had like he was the strongest. But I think like it also has to do with the show too. Probably where it's like
More popular
like,
characters. Or whatever.
yeah, or like he won the battle.
Wouldn't Pikachu be up there?
Pikachu is up there. I have a Pikachu that's worth. One sec, let's look. But the thing is, Pikachu is not a strong Pokemon because he's like the first evolution.
Right, right.
Or like not even evolution. He's like where it begins. See, I have a Pikachu that's $65.
Well, it's not like life-changing money, but I guess it's something.
Mine's 49. But yeah, I don't know. Like man, this Blastoise was $800 whenever I first like looked at this app. It went down to like $400. Went down to like 300 something for like a long time, and then now it's like 1200. This Mewtwo, it's gone up like $50 in the last year. Let's go.
Gotta keep buying those Pokemon card boxes.
Those ones I just had since I was a kid. Then I have like another collection of like ones that I like bought and opened and stuff. But yeah, we had One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever see the live action thing?
No, I watched a little bit of the. It was like the animated one.
Okay, I only saw the live action one. I have a card here. Where is it?
Well, actually, you know what? I think I might have watched. It was on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
I think I might have watched some of the live action one.
I have a $100 card. I have a card that says coming soon. So that means it's worth a lot. No, I don't know. It's because it's graded.
It's not even
so
out yet.
It's graded, so they're like, what? Does not compute. Also, this thing, it works on like sales, right? So like if
I just noticed your
oh yeah, the tree. What's this at? Tree. It's the Timbaland. He's the guy that makes the music.
the AI music.
Is he?
Yeah, he just he fucking he just has an AI artist. Yeah, Taki something. Fucking I don't know. Yeah, it's like I don't look it up.
You see that AI artist that was like signed and then like I don't know, broke the contract or something, or I forget.
What?
They like fired him or something. Like a rapper, I think.
Tata, that's her name. AI artist Tata Takumi. Should I play some of their music? It might get copywritten, but
Try it. Yeah, a virtual rapper was fired. FN Mika. Oh, fuck off. It was asking me to sign in and stuff. I don't want to. Maybe I don't want to. What is it again?
Tata? I can't remember the name of the song.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna. Chicken and macaroni.
Yeah. I pulled up in that spaceship, make a bitch crease a facelift, talk my shit on vibrations, 808 conversation, 101s on some greatness, public miseducation.
That's not a real person.
Ones and O's, it's amazing. That shit look like the Matrix. All this cash off the basics. This that hustle, that patience.
What?
I count stacks by the faces. I get lit by the aces. Got it straight out the basement. Flip my check off a day shift. I put ice on my shooter. He gon' duck immigration. Bitch, I'm back now. Check my stats now. All these clips on me, I might black out. I was broke then, but this ain't that now.
Right?
The VV splash now.
That's pretty
TT
good,
cashed out.
dude.
I stayed humble. I seen kingdoms, watch them crumble. I seen titans, watch them fumble.
Oh, it's not
this ain't
bad.
Eden, this that
I'll say.
jungle. I got options on options. I need bad bitches only. I get top on the
Oh,
phone
that's
now. Bitch, I feel like I'm
those
Gucci.
guys.
Yeah, they came to see Tata. Show me tits
Jabberwockies
from
or
the
something?
nosebleeds. I cut deals at the garden. Locked in right next to OG, Why these broke
Yeah,
bitches tripping,
Jabberwockies.
I ain't lucky, I'm different, Paid your price of admission, That don't come with ambition, Who cook up out the kitchen, Who move sacks after Christmas, Who put product on CDs, Turn that CD to Christians, yeah.
Is the whole video AI?
I think so, but I don't know. I think it might be.
This that shit on the game.
Crazy.
Tell me who can go harder. Hit list every name barred up. I might book me a charter. I might pull up on all them. Clear my throat and go dumber. I ain't one for the drama. That ain't convo, that's comments. Tell her step up her grammar. I'ma need to see commas. You might catch me in Brooklyn. Yeah, I stay with a baddie. She wiped tears on her Prada. She so bougie and bratty. I got all I could dream of. I give praise to the Most High. Gemini motivation. I need all of that multi.
I like your Jade.
Yeah. This that shit on the
Probably
game.
AI too.
This that shit
I mean,
on
I
the
just think
game.
it's pretty wild that a fucking computer can.
Holy. He has all the time to do this. Somehow he makes hats and shirts. And boots. That's crazy. Takumi. Oh, no.
Like, that's a computer, man. That's not a real person singing. Like, that's fucking AI, bro. Like, that's fucking crazy. I don't know if you've watched the Joe Rogan podcast recently.
With Elon Musk?
Well, just like with any of them, right?
Okay.
He shows off like the 50 Cent 60 or like the soul version of 50 Cent. Have you seen these?
Maybe. My brother was showing me, it wasn't 50 Cent, but he was showing me all these AI versions of like different songs.
Right.
So like there was like, yeah, this.
Many men wish death upon me.
This is fucking AI, bro.
Blood in my eye, dog, and I
Yeah, we were listening to Glycerine by Bush X, but it was like some different music, like it was like the 50s or whatever.
Like, this is good, man. Like, I could fucking listen to this shit.
Crazy, man. Yeah, I was trying to find it because my brother showed me it, and I was trying to find it to show somebody, and I couldn't find it.
Come on. I put a hole in a nickel.
Like, the music is good and everything, right? Like, the
Yeah,
background music is good. The vocals are very impressive. Like, it,
Now you gon' see.
and just to think that is like a bunch of ones and zeros and
Yeah.
like AI generated
And it made it up,
is
too.
absolutely wild.
'Cause I'll come and take your life away.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. Next level shit.
I noticed on the side there it had pull it up again for a second if you can. You still have it? It's Bully Zone presents Ottawa's
Going Platinum.
City Club. Which shout out Bully Zone for doing that.
Yeah, we're
Putting
both
us
on that
yeah.
shit. I got the first verse. Well, after
Yeah.
Bully, anyways.
I thought I heard him say we
Going platinum.
down your hustle quick, go ahead and elevate. And I'm just trying to keep some food up on a dinner plate. I open shop and you can catch me there from 12 to 8.
There's Stylez right there. Fuck, he lost a little weight since then. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, man.
It got me feeling great. Out the gym and I'm moving weight, but I'm still living great. And fuck a list, I'm number one, that's what my mama say. Like I really give two thoughts on what a hater say. You a hater, you were meant to hate me anyway. I'm a winner, I was meant to win in every way. Get out my way or I'ma spray, I got no time to play. Back to the block, two-stepping on your click that. Reach for the weapon, better watch out for the kickback. Shorty looking fine, I spread her open lick back. Palm all on my tongue, look her in the face, I spit back. Sick cat, thought I heard him say we going platinum.
B show.
Puffed it out, we watching all the racks come pat on the back, son, thug that I'll stay platinum. I thought I heard him say we going platinum. Hustle quit, talking, go ahead and elevate. Hustle quit, talking, go ahead and elevate. Hustle quit, talking, go ahead and elevate. I thought I heard him say we going platinum.
Go with platinum.
Pedal to the metal like you pedal with the backwards. Bastards, what you think I'm lying? Got me gassed up. Back up, I'm bullying this track like it's a
Fat fuck.
Hustle, create, elevate, that's how we get the racks up. Task us, we'll prove to anybody we're the masters. Turn us up and motherfuckers swinging from the rafters. Laughing all the way to the bank, that's how we know we going.
I'm not a human, you know that I'm Martian. I know all the roads around the jungle like I'm Tarzan.
Shout out Dirty Laundry too, yeah.
Yeah. I went to high school with that guy.
It's Lil Wayne.
Yeah. All right, we're not gonna play the whole,
White Lil
whole
Wayne
track
up north. Yeah, go check it out yourselves.
for sure.
On that note too, though, as for local music, I have had the privilege of listening to this album before it came out. I listened to it a while ago, and then I listened to it recently when it was finalized and everything was done. And I think some songs maybe were taken off and switched around and stuff. Maybe. I don't know. Not sure. I won't tell you. But it's I think it's actually coming out on Friday. Wait. Is the 10th?
Yes.
I think it's coming out next Friday. I don't know. Anyways, it's Tino Bambino. And the album's called Marble. It's no secret. It's out. Or it's coming out. But secret's out already. But yeah, I think it's Friday. I want to say it's Monday or Friday. What's it? So 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I want to say it was like the 11th or the 13th maybe. I don't know. I'm not good at math, but it's coming. And I've heard it, and it's pretty sick. But that's, I think, the second one he put out. Will be the second one he put out this year.
Nice.
I believe, yeah.
Always hard at work.
Fucking right. Shout out to Tino. I guess you might as well wrap it up.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours.
What, really?
Yeah, bro.
Holy shit. So then, yeah, we'll wrap it up. I want to say one thing is rest in peace to Steve Bridges. If you guys know who he is, awesome. If you don't, go check him out. He is on everything, TikTok, Instagram, stuff, whatever. And I'm pretty sure his handle is just Steve Bridges. It's spelled pretty much exactly how you think it would be. But he's content creator. He was fucking hilarious. He would play this guy like it would be like point of view, you're standing at the bus stop or whatever. This guy would walk up and he's like he'd always like pretend he's like yelling something into the microphone. He'd be like my baby mom's kicked me out last night. And then he'd walk up and be like, hey, you got a smoke? He's like, you got a cigarette? And then he'd be like, yeah. He's like, I'm gonna keep it creepy with you. And that was like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm gonna keep it creepy with you. Like, yeah, like, I don't really like that girl, like, whatever, this and that, like that. But he'd say, like, all this just, like, offside shit to the person or whatever. And then he'd be like, yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, one time, he's like, this kid beat me up. He's like, I didn't even cry. He's like, ask my mom's. And, like, so it's always like, ask my mom's. And then, so, yeah, he played that character. And then he played, like, a character where he's, like, a little kid. Had, like, a speech impediment, kind of. And he's like, like, teacher, like, yeah. And, like, he'd be like, yeah, this, whatever, like, yeah. And then he played, like, the dad. I believe it was, like, the dad of the kid. I think. I want to believe that's what it was. But, and he was, like, this, like, guy had a mullet and was, like, fucking angry and shit and whatever. Like, he's always just like, yeah. He's like, well, of course my kid's fucking failing school. He's like, an idiot. And, like,
where is this guy from?
I'm actually not sure. I honestly, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I was gonna say I think he's from Canada somewhere. I'm not sure, but oh no, he's not. But he's from the States. I'm pretty sure. Actually, now I know for sure. I just don't know. I just don't know where.
Fair enough.
But anyways, yeah, no. So he passed away. It was a couple weeks ago now, but yeah, I guess he just passed away in his sleep.
Damn.
And well, yeah, rest in peace to him. Shout out to the guy. And like I said, go check him out. He's actually pretty hilarious. If you haven't seen it, you probably like it, I imagine. If you're here, anyways.
If you're watching this, you'll probably like it.
All right, well, fuck 2 hours, eh? That's a good one, man.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Another one for the books. So, actually, just a little how you do. Next week's episode. We're having somebody, special person, come to the show and host the show with me. And it'll be a good one. It'll be a good one. 270, 280.
280.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to look up what one Rob was on, because I just was thinking about it earlier. I was like, 246 or something. And like, not that that's my guess, or that is my guess. Not that I like know that that's what it is. It's just because he was here the other day with me.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck episode was he on?
Couldn't tell you.
Anyways, hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving or whatever, Black Friday, or I don't know, whatever it is. Man, it's weird because I thought of it the other day. I went to write the date down. I was like 2025, yeah. And I was like, holy shit, I'm still getting used to writing 2025, and it's like almost over.
Yeah,
I'm like,
we'll be in
holy
2026
shit,
before you know it.
Oh shit. Any motherfucking way. See you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Stylez the Prophet.
I'm Jonesy.
Together with 2/3 of the Basement Weirdos. This is the 4G Audio Podcast, episode 279 in the books. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Okay.